Expect to take the new ball in the World Cup? Is that a role you've got your hand up for?
I hope so. Yeah, it's something I've done the last probably 3 tours. Love it. It's when the balls are hardest, and I think that's the plan. We'll see what happens, but yeah, hopefully.
Those first 2 overs today, obviously keeping something back a little bit there, a bit slower, and then came back and was obviously bowling fast with the second one. But was there a reason for that, giving you more control, trying to move it? What was that about?
No, not really. Maybe just some sore legs. The wind was a lot bigger down that end, but no secret recipe to that. Thanks for that. That's actually good intel.
that ball you're using, I had a look at one today. It doesn't really have much of a prominent seam, does it? Do you expect it to swing much in this World Cup?
No, I don't think so. I think I just looked at some data before that said it was out of all the ODI countries, it's got the least swing out of all of them. England does over the past 20 years or something. So, no, not really. Hopefully a couple of overs maybe, but when the ball's hard, you still feel like there might be a little bit of nip, but. Yeah, it's pretty flat,
and it's pretty straight off the pitch as well, isn't it? It's not getting much sideways movement.
No, that's it. Maybe try and get a bit of nip, but hasn't really got much yet. Yeah.
So with that in mind, how do you operate? Like, how do you try? Because you look at the scores are going to be high in this World Cup. How do you try and get something out of it? Or?
Yeah, I think with a brand new ball, you still get a little bit, just whether it's a bit of extra bounce or maybe a tiny bit of nip. I think bounces we're going to have to use well. That's a real wicket taking ball, but. Yeah, other than that, it's just trying to bowl good balls and kind of, I don't think you see, too many teams running through other teams with big outswingers constantly. So it's just, trying to find a way. Zampa definitely has a big role in the middle, trying to take middle over wickets.
What's your mail on Afghanistan? Do you expect to be bowling to Mohammad Shahzad?
Got no idea. No mail.
What have you made of I'm assuming you and Mitch are kind of locks to that first game. What have you made of the 3 other guys who are probably competing for one spot there?
Yeah, it's been good. I think playing games back in Brisbane and then here, everyone's got a really good hit out. Everyone's even someone like say Jason Berendorf, who hasn't bowled too many death overs in the past, has got a good chance to try and bowl some there and has done that well. So I don't know which way the selectors are going to go, but 3 good options all bring something slightly different to the team. But they're all ready to go.
If you play 2 spinners during the World Cup at any point, does it change how you and Mitch operate, or does it change when you're going to bowl and that kind of thing?
Hard to say. Probably not. I'd still expect us to bowl up front and at the end maybe just save a couple more for the end. Good thing is Stoinis kind of can do the same role. He can play, can bowl at any stage, which helps.
How's the death bowling competition going? You still got the points tally going?
I think I'm losing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been terrible. Yeah, I'm a bit better when there's a batsman standing there, but when there's a cone, I can't get near it. Yeah.
But how much have you seen in the last 4 years since that last World Cup, just the game, One Day Cricket change, and how much harder has it become for bowlers just in general?
Yeah, it feels a lot harder. I feel like the white ball swung a lot less than it did back then, which I don't know why, whether it's us bowling or the balls change or conditions. I think having only 4 people out in the middle overs is the biggest change from whatever it was 5-6 years ago when they changed that. It's just it feels like if a batsman gets on a roll, it's kind of a lot harder to contain them. But I think just you see a lot of players just more confident in taking the game on quite early, which brings some challenges for us bowlers.
Bowling first change compared to opening, how much more isn't it when you've got the new ball? What's the
Yeah, I think the ball, literally after 3 or 4 overs is already starting to get a little bit softer. The seam's not as hard, and if there's any swing, you're not going to get it. So, I feel like those first kind of 3 overs is the time to strike. After that, it's just that little bit harder.
Because of that, I've seen a lot of bowlers in particular developing a lot more like their cutters and even knuckleballs and those kinds of variations. Is that something you've been doing a lot of?
Not really, to be honest. A little bit for death, always. That's kind of the time when really trying to deceive them. Definitely some subtle variations. Try and bowl some slower balls. Probably bowl them in the middle more than I have in the past, and the bouncer. I think batters are so good. If you give them 6 balls in the same spot, they're going to put a couple away. So you've got to have some options.